WWE Money in the Bank predictions. Um, Once again, I'm terrible at intro, so let's just start the predictions. First match: Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio for the United States title. Um, I could basically say the same thing I said for the WrestleMania match that I said in my prediction video. If Rey Mysterio wins, he becomes a Grand Slam champion. I don't think they're going to take the title off Samoa Joe. I think that Samoa Joe wins this match, and that'll just end their feud here. Next, you have The Miz versus Shane McMahon inside a steel cage. I'm still not all the way convinced with a babyface Miz. Like it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't. It just, I don't know. I don't feel it. Like I don't. This guy's always a heel. For him to be a babyface, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Um, it hasn't been a terrible feud, but I think that it's it's gone on long enough. I think that there's still probably going to be another match possibly. Um, but I have The Miz winning here inside a steel cage. Next, you have Roman Reigns versus Elias. Why is this a match? It's not like they've done a great job of building this up in the first place. I mean, there's a lot of these two could have been in the Money in the Bank. Like, they could have been in the match over Baron Corbin and over Randy Orton, possibly. I mean, those are two guys that, are somewhat replaceable, and you could have had Roman Reigns and Elias in the match. Um, but, it is what it is. I have Roman Reigns winning. Uh, you know, it's Roman Reigns. Like, he's going to win. Next, Kofi Kingston versus Kevin Owens for the WWE title. They're not going to take the title off Kofi here. Kevin Owens is Kevin Owens. He's doing his thing that he's always done. This is going to be Kofi Kingston probably without the Shield. The Shield. Wow, that's probably the biggest mistake I've made in the history of this channel. Kofi Kingston without the New Day. Um, yeah, Big E's hurt. I don't know if Xavier Woods going to be ringside, but Kofi will pull out the victory. It'll be one of those, oh, look, he can do it without the New Day. Kofi Kingston wins here. Next, Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans for the Raw Women's title. I like Lacey Evans. I think that she is great for the women's division. She's good for the Raw Women's division. She's a good heel. I don't think she'll take the title off of Becky, not the Raw Women's title. I do think Becky will lose one of these titles. She is also facing Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's title. This one, I think that there's a higher chance of her actually losing, and I think that it's going to happen. I have Charlotte beating Becky Lynch, but I have Becky Lynch beating Lacey Evans. I think that they'll, keep one title on one brand and one title on the other. I don't think that, I think there's a chance that she keeps it, but I think, there's very much a good possibility that Charlotte ends up winning the title. Next, the Money in the Bank ladder matches. The women's, Natalya versus Dana Brooke versus Naomi versus Bayley versus Mandy Rose versus Ember Moon versus Carmella versus Nikki Cross, who is filling in for Alexa Bliss, who is medically unable to compete. I would have picked Alexa Bliss had she won the match, but now that she's not able to compete, I am picking Mandy Rose. I think that a good chance of her winning. I don't think Dana Brooke's gonna win. Bayley possibly I could see her winning, but the Money in the Bank usually works best with a heel. Mandy Rose is a decent heel so far from what I've seen, and it continues to add the tension between her and Sonya Deville. Next, men's Money in the Bank: Sami Zayn, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, Ali, Finn Balor, Andrade, and Randy Orton. I have Drew McIntyre, and it's like I don't think anybody else should win. Um, maybe Andrade could win it, but I think that Drew McIntyre is walking away with the Money in the Bank, plain and simple. The final match: Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. I kind of every once in a while, forget about it. Then I realize, oh yeah, AJ Styles and Seth Rollins are having a match. Interesting. Um, didn't really see them build it up on Raw. Maybe because I wasn't paying all that much attention to Monday Night Raw. But I have Seth Rollins retaining. They'll have a couple matches. I believe they'll have a little feud, but nothing much. Nothing to come out of it. Seth Rollins will retain the title, and these are my Money in the Bank predictions.